That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Historic first lunar landing 40 years ago today.
This is really a national celebration. This is really a celebration for all those people that helped Neil and Buzz and Mike make that final 60 miles travel to the surface of the moon.
But it's adequate to get back up. Roger, we copy.
We were all caught up with the task at hand to give a whole lot of thought to where this really would fit into the future. I would call it being naive, maybe.
And President Obama's asked him to review it.
We felt like we had a job to do. We were looking at the checklist, Mike and Neil and I, and we were doing things as it unfolded, marveling at what it was. But it wasn't the first time. Gene and Tom had done these things on Apollo 9, and we opened the door to the future of exploration by touching down on another object. Were we emotionally involved in that? No, we're trying to make a successful landing. And when we touched down, and I said, contact light, we looked at each other and kind of briefly congratulated each other. But if something was wrong, we had to abort quickly or wait for 2 hours.
How is the quality of the TV?
Oh, it's beautiful, Mike. It really is.
We can recapture that kind of spirit in America. We can recapture the spirit of the space program. And the greatest legacy I think we have from Apollo is the inspiration it provided for those young dreamers who follow in our footsteps. So we can live and stay on the moon as long as we want to. Charlie and I were there for 3 days. I mean, we both, I'm sure, would rather have been there for 3 weeks. We didn't have the capability nor the time. But we need to go back to the moon. We need to learn a little bit more about what we think we know already. We need to establish bases, put new telescopes on the moon, get prepared to go to Mars, because the ultimate goal truly is to go to Mars.
I guess we all have an opinion on what we should do next, and it's a great debate. I always find it quite stimulating. But I'd like to emphasize a couple of points. Going to the moon, exploring the moon is very, very difficult. It's not easy. Sometimes we made it look easy because the television was terrific. Jack Schmitt bouncing across the moon saying in Merry Month of May. Wasn't easy, it was difficult. Going to Mars is about a factor of 10 more difficult. We know how to do it, we could land, but the duration of the flight, almost 3 years, puts us in a situation where we need new technology and new capabilities to go to Mars.
And I think we're getting back to what NASA and what the country really likes to see, and that's exploration. To me, exploration is going to someplace you haven't been before.
Copy. And